Priti Patel, Rwanda plan critics failed to offer their own solutions. This is rumbling on. Obviously, the Rwanda thing, which emerged out of nowhere a few days ago, and still feels faintly surreal to me.
Well, actually, the bill was introduced to Parliament last July. It was called the Nationality and Borders Bill.
Right.
I don't know if it's still called that, but anyway, it was a bill that was being criticized even then. A lot of people didn't think it would go any further just because it was seen as so brutal.
Yeah.
And even criticized by politicians in Australia who had a similar policy that they walked away from because it was so horribly received.
Well, their one is, it's slightly, actually, in a way, it's arguably, as you say, less brutal insofar as they have a sort of holding.
They do.
Whereas this is, the idea is it's like a game of snakes and ladders. If you made it to France, but if you cross the channel, you're in Rwanda.
Yeah, you are in Rwanda. and the idea is that Priti Patel hopes that the countries these citizens come from take them back.
Yeah.
And she's set up within this law a sub-law that if they don't take them back, they're not going to get any more visas legally.
No.
And what this is meant to handle is those who have arrived in the UK unauthorized, which is about 6 out of 10 of those who come over. Apparently, it's just.
I mean, it certainly has. It's escalated vastly in the last 3 years. It has gone up massively. There are going to be more deaths. There have already been some. It is obviously an extraordinarily dubious black market. It's people leapfrog regardless. You look at the individuals and say you feel sorry for them, but if you ban the system, but this feels an extraordinarily extreme. It's almost viscerally extreme.
Well, the thing is, I think people see Rwanda and they think about the genocides, but it's been quite a while.
Oh, I think it's a better place now.
Much better place. No, it is much safer now.
I
Rwanda
believe it is. Yeah, it's part of the British Commonwealth, despite not having been part of the British Empire. I think it applied to actually become part of the Commonwealth.
Rwanda, I mean, how do you...
Well,
you know what? People are coming into our country legally. Well, 6 out of 10. We got to do something. How do we process them? I don't know where you want to send them. And somebody had them, what about Rwanda? And everybody went, oh, my God, this guy's thinking out of the box. Well, Rwanda!
They thought about Gibraltar for a while. Gibraltar didn't go for it.
Why not the Isle of Man or something?
Well,
I'm sorry.
The Isle of Man is extraordinarily, that's more harsh.
Can you imagine being in Rwanda and watching this? And they go, we're sending Rwanda. And everybody in Rwanda is going, what?
It's actually quite safe for foreigners in Rwanda. Now it is. But it's not the point. I don't think a plane is never going to land in Rwanda with refugees on it from the UK, because I don't think that they need agreements between France and Belgium about the channel, and they're not going to go along with it either. So no one's going to agree to this. I think it's clearly just something to gain votes from their base. It's
I suppose to reset the dial in terms of what is the baseline? What is normal here?
Of course. But she also knew that Rwanda would get a headline because people would have the sort of reaction that you're reacting to now without having looked it up. And I understand the reaction totally. But I think what they're trying to do is just wash their hands of the entire responsibility.
Yes.
And that's not possible.
Well, it is Easter.
Well,
it's very expensive,
I see cash involved. That's all I see. And, it's like, everybody's going, hey, we got to get rid of these people.
They're paying a lot
and they put it out to this, and Rwanda goes, hey, we'll take them in for so many ahead. And they went, that's
arguably, that is a good way to level up.